is.
There he is.
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
I was
Right
close.
there.
So close. So almost there. Right on time for a nice
Yes.
boom. Nope. Even in the kitchen, JoJo's internet, not so hot. Oh boy. Medium signal.
That's
Hey
okay.
everybody.
That's good.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We're the One Night Stanleys, Albuquerque's second favorite improv group as of 2009, I think. And according to the defunct Albuquerque Alibi. Normally, we would do an improvised show at the Box Theater here in Albuquerque. But since there's this pandemic going on, we've been doing it here on the old StreamYard and the Twitches and the YouTubes. All of those platforms. So normally what we would do is ask somebody from the audience to come up, tell us a little bit about their day, and we would use that as inspiration for an improvisation, all made up on the spot kind of thing. Can't do that. So what we do is invite some friends of ours to tell us about their day in a virtual format, internet format. And today we're super happy to have our pal Charles Herrera here to tell us about his day. So
There he is.
Hey,
Hello,
Charles.
Hey everyone.
Hello, Charles.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, man?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, it's looking good. It looks like you're in kind of a rec room situation. Is this the bedroom? Is this the man cave?
This is my living room. This is like the main room of my house.
Nice. Looking good. Got a
The
couple
Herrera
coats there. The Herrera Hub.
Yeah, I got stuff hanging around. Old license plates on this side. A first place trophy from Pinewood Derby when I was like 8.
Wow.
Pinewood Derby?
Yeah, and a silhouette from when I was like in first grade. I don't know.
Hey, all right. So let's jump into that Pinewood Derby right out of the gate.
Oh,
So,
sure.
how much assistance did you get from the old man?
Oh, 100%. It's his. That's his first place trophy.
His trophy. Give that to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he, now let me dig into this. We're in Albuquerque, so we got a national laboratory here. Is your dad an engineer? I mean, how much engineering was put into that Pinewood Derby car?
It's a decent amount of engineering. I still have it. And it's very smooth, nice sand work, and he's not an engineer.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just like probably the biggest, like physical thing that he can do. Like he's used to surf. He can't surf in Albuquerque, but he used to be a surfer.
No, Tingley Beach ain't
I don't
great.
know. Yeah. I don't know if that has anything to do with being able to sand down a car, but he knows his waves, so maybe.
So as I recall, I mean, another key aspect of the Pinewood Derby car, and we'll ask you about your day in a minute here, but we're talking Pinewood Derby. I was very interested. Graphite, as I understood, graphite and lubricant on the wheels. This is a key thing, or at least what I thought. At least that's what my dad said when I came in 8th place in the Pinewood Derby.
Joey, not enough graphite. Joey.
Not enough, more graphite, but I still am losing. What was your trick? There had to be some kind of lubricant. What do you think was it? What was it that put you over the edge to be number one?
I think the first year when I won the first place, I think there was graphite involved. You put it on the axles and the wheels spin. There's less friction.
Yes.
Then it's just a really nicely designed car. I'm going to put it all to that because the second year I designed my own car and went heavy on the graphite. 4th place.
4th place.
Yeah,
so not bad.
No, that's not bad. And you know something good for you, by the way, though. Like you could feel honestly good inside that. Okay, sure, 4th place, but it was an honest 9-year-old 4th place. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you're holding. You know, you could hold that 4th place up to the first place kid, whose dad is some kind of a mechanical engineer at Sandia, who probably was doing all sorts of crazy wizards physics. To figure that out.
Absolutely. It was the graphite came in a little later on that second year, so I think I could have gotten 3rd place had I gone onto that strategy a bit.
Yeah, I mean, so there you go. You probably could feel even more pride in that 4th place trophy than the 1st place because it was yours, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I got no problem. I have there's the 4th place ribbon attached to the 1st place. It's on there.
Nice. I think and we're about to get to your day in a moment.
Nothing exciting happened. I never won 1st place in anything today.
I think my highest, I don't know if you guys. So I did Cub Scouts. Never made it to Boy Scouts. Cub Scouts as a kid, and so we had the Pinewood Derby. Do you guys remember the regatta where there was a gutter full of water, and then you had a sailboat and you had to go.
I did that. I had that one, and I felt I didn't get to do the Pinewood Derby. I went straight to that one, and I felt like I missed out.
Sure. Regatta is tough. You have to basically, instead of carving a block of wood into car shape, you carve it into boat shape. And then you have a stupid plastic sail. And then in an aluminum gutter, like you put on your house, like two long ones that had full of water, and then two little 12-year-olds on either side going, and like trying to blow their boat. I didn't do too good, and you get all wet because there's blowback. Didn't do good on that one. And then the other one, did anybody have turtle races? Did you guys know what these were?
No.
Like with turtles?
Well, good guess, Nando. The deal was you had to get a block of wood. A lot of these indoor activities going on in Chicago. You guys probably only had time for one because there's so much nice camping and stuff you could do here. But this was, you got a block of wood. You had to use like a jigsaw and cut it into the shape of a turtle, like if it got run over by a car. And then you take, like, you know, the bumpers that go underneath your toilet seat, like those little rubber bumpers. So, you know, it's not plastic on porcelain. You would screw those into like the turtle's like chest, and then you have ones on there. And then you drill a hole through the turtle's head, and then you have this rope going through the head of the turtle. And then you would have your turtle all the way down there, and then you have the rope, and you would like pull and release. And the turtle would go, as like the rope went through its head. I finished third in that. That was my high. That was my
bronze,
best.
baby.
Wow.
Bronze.
I think that was the reason I got out after the Pinewood Derby.
It only gets more. It only gets more competitive from there.
It's more lame. All right, Charles. I'm sorry. You took me through it. There was a little bit of therapy for JoJo there. Thanks for taking me back.
You're welcome.
So tell us, from the time you woke up until the time you came here and had to tell me about Pinewood Derby, what did you do today, Charles?
Oh man, that sounds like how a lot of interrogations start. I have a part-time job, so like I work maybe 4 or 5 hours a day sometimes. So I did that.
What's the gig? Can you tell us about the gig? What it was?
Yeah, no, I work at it's a restaurant. It's a corporation. I don't know if I could say the name. Do you want me to say the name?
No.
I don't have any advertising bucks from them. Make them pay.
It depends on how much you like them. If you like them, tell us. Use whatever the 10 people who watch this can go there.
They don't. Well, the company doesn't need my help. Like, chances are you guys are going to go there sometime within the next couple months. Maybe.
All right. Got it.
I roll burritos.
Okay.
Easy, and then I can leave. It's like I used to manage restaurants, so like I went in and I was like, I just need something where you just give me a couple bucks and a couple hours, and I can.
And then I go.
And they're like, "Can you roll burritos?" And you're like,
"Yeah, I got it. I won first place in a burrito rolling."
All right.
I went to worked there for about five hours, and then I went to have another gig, one of those food delivery gigs.
All right. How many? Let me back up here. How early did you have to get up for the first gig, and were there any interesting interactions with customers during that gig, or not so much?
Oh yeah, no, it was really busy, so I think the interactions were low. Everyone's just getting their stuff and getting out. Yeah, not a lot of interactions, and I didn't do much beforehand. I maybe wrote some emails, did a little more of my taxes, a little bit here and there.
Hey, we got a delay on that. You know that? We got till May.
Yeah.
Extra time.
Extra time. Got an extension on our homework.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I should do it quickly though, because I'll put it off until I don't do it. So.
Yeah, I know that. All right. So you go to the second gig. Is that what you're saying? Did you get any lunch in there? Did you squeeze a lunch in there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Best perk of these part-time jobs: free meals. So I had some free food. Did get to eat. And then just driving around trying to make a little more money. Today wasn't interesting. I had other interesting days in my week. I had other interviews and stuff. Today, not so crazy.
Well, you can tell us about those. That's actually a thing we've allowed during the Stanleys COVID times. We've expanded beyond just the first day. If we were in the box, we would completely. We'd have a hard limit on just today. But now, we're pretty much. I mean, we're all stuck in here, so what are we gonna do? Yeah. So what was this? What were some of these interactions you talked about earlier in the week that might have aroused some anger or emotion? How about that?
Oh, sure. Well, let's see. Well, I had a job interview. For some, because I'm trying to make more money than just part-time restaurant work. So like standard job interview, they ask you, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? We do a background check. Are we going to find anything? You got to say, yeah, I've been arrested twice. Interesting stories, I'll tell you. And then you share.
Yeah.
Those are long stories. I don't know if you want to hear them.
Well, I mean, it's up to you, Charles. I mean, I'm gonna leave it to your call there, your discretion there. So they asked, and you said you've got 2 arrests. Is that what you said?
Yeah. I don't know what's gonna come back. I've never been like booked into jail or charged with anything, but they'll arrest you for anything these days.
Oh heck yeah, man! Well, if they can't make it stick, I mean,
sure. Yeah.
I mean,
I try to choose my crimes wisely so that I can to get out of them. Like, you didn't show up to your court date? No. Oh, that's $100. Okay.
Let's see. So was this a virtual interview that you had going there?
No, this was face to face.
Wow, masked? Were you guys masked? Yeah. I was going to say the last thing you want is to be in a tight office with a guy, during the pandemic and anything. Yeah. All right, so everybody's masked up. Is this? Do you got to wear the suit for this guy? Do you got to bring the resume? How's this? Is it a more casual deal?
I think it was casual. I think I might be dressed a bit nicer than I was for him, for you guys. So,
okay.
All right.
Well, you get in a weird thing, like especially I don't know if it's an IT job, like the Zuckerberg hoodie kind of thing.
It's not exciting. It's furniture sales.
Ooh, okay, all right. Are we talking about American Home? Are you going to go over there? Is that?
No, it's not American Home.
Okay, good. All right, we'll just stop there then.
Is it Tima?
Is it in a row? They have several stores.
Oh, what was that?
Line.
Furniture row.
How do you feel like it went? Was it a man or a woman interviewing, and were they good, or what did you think?
It was a man. I think it went well. I try to he goes, well, if we offer you the job, because they like to leave it open-ended. But I have little sneaky ways. I was like, well, my only question is like, I don't know anything about furniture. And he was like, oh, we'll teach you. And I was like, oh, will you? Yeah. So I was pretty much
Jedi mind tricked him.
I was like, I called my mom ASAP. I got the job.
Like, and where do I leave my shoes when I?
You don't know much of that. Okay, all right. This is interesting. Well, I'm hoping. When did he say he's going to get back to you?
I think I'm supposed to go. I think we kind of set up a tentative second interview with a region leader next week.
Okay. You move. Hey, this is NCAA time. It's good to move into the regionals. You get into the regional final.
Yeah,
good news. That's a good thing. You're advancing. Continuing to advance in the brackets. That's good. Working on down to the finals there. Let's see. How about in those other gigs earlier this week? Any interesting customers popping into into those spots, or has everybody been polite on their best behavior? You haven't had any of these situations where somebody wouldn't wear a mask and the cops had to take them down and then it goes viral?
No, nothing like that. No, everyone's been pretty compliant, I guess.
All right. I
try not to force anyone. I think everyone's been doing their own thing. Well, there was one person today that about the lip area. Yeah, and I was like, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm fine with it.
It's tough. Nobody wants to be the mask police in that.
I've been that. I've been that exact job.
You have?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The mask police.
Yep. It's this. Yeah. That's the thing. It's right here. It's here, and it's got to come up here. Or this is my favorite, where it's like.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I don't want it on either, but it's like
Yeah. I'm really working with it though. Like if I could do it, I feel like just suck it up for a second.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't care.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't want to.
Let's see. So outside of the interview situation, and we're hoping that all goes through. What else are you looking forward to? We got a weekend coming up here. Anything you're looking forward to, Charles?
it's all work right now. I look forward to I have like some friend things like recurring every week on Mondays, Sundays and Mondays on my days to do that kind of stuff. And I just look forward to those days.
Yeah, are they in person or Zoom sorts of things?
They're mostly Zoom. Yeah.
Okay.
The in person hasn't been able to happen quite yet, just because people are kind of busy with different things here and there. So waiting.
Locking it down. Yeah, absolutely. Are these now? I'm sorry to probe on that. On the Zoom meetings, just hanging out. Are you guys like gaming at least or anything like that?
Oh, you know what? Well, yeah, I do a bit of improv myself, Joe. But yeah, so I have in the past when theaters were open. But so like on Mondays, I've just kind of started with friends like a game night, like
nice
type thing. And just random people, some from here in Albuquerque, some from Chicago. I had a guy from Florida one time, so it's like it weirdly gets around, and then that's a weekly thing that I look forward to.
What's the game? What games are you playing?
Anything. I just started doing improv like in 2018, so I didn't get a lot of learning on the games and stuff. So it was pretty much I started this thing so that people could teach me games.
Oh, I see. Like improv.
All right. Some of them were just like trying to figure out how to do them online.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. Well, that's definitely making some lemonade out of the COVID lemons, man. That's outstanding. That's good for you. That's great. Well, and it's especially cool, especially if it's going, reaching people in Chicago or different states like that. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of, at least, that's something you wouldn't have thought or been able to do without Zoom and all this. Exactly. So that's cool, man. Outstanding. Well, good for you.
Thanks. Cool. Appreciate it.
Well, let's see. Is there anything else you guys have for Charles?
No, man. Good stuff.
Great.
Good stuff. You're staying busy.
Thanks, man. Yeah, good luck on the interview, and thanks for talking Pinewood Derby with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming to the Pinewood Pod.
Yeah, man. All right, dude.
Well, she's a beaut. She's a fast one.
Yeah, it's a good-looking one you got there.
I don't mind telling you, Charles. Mine's a speedster.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Darren, I believe what you got there is a bit of a speedster, and I'm excited to put old Snake down on the woods with you.
Snake, huh?
Yeah.
Well, mine's called Pride of the Sullivans.
Oh, because you're Darren Sullivan.
That's correct. That's correct, Charles. But to each their own. I like to name my winning boats more feasible names. For example, the name of my yacht. I don't know if you noticed.
I've seen the yacht.
Have you seen it?
I've seen the yacht.
You see the new one? Yep.
I can't. What does it say? What does it read there?
Pride of the Seas.
Of the sea. Oh, not just of one sea, of all the seas.
All of the seas. She's been everywhere. Okay. She's perfectly weighted too. I tell you what. Hey, if you win this little contest, I'll tell you what. I'll let you take her for a spin.
That's real kind of you. But I'm planning on doing a sort of a cross country RV.
Oh.
I don't know if you saw my RV out there.
That's very nice. That's very nice. Winnebago?
I'm sorry?
Winnebago?
Yeah, so it's a Winnebago. It's one of the premium
nice.
Winnebagos. I call it, as you can see on the back there, it's called the Eagle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, very nice, Charles.
Because it soars from state to state, county to county. It's got a grill inside.
Oh, does it? Oh, mine's got a whole barbecue deck. A whole deck just for barbecues. Got some shrimp on the ice there. Of course, some reels if you want to catch something fresh, Charles.
Absolutely.
Charles.
Where's that, Darren?
Charles, I'll defeat you.
Darren, I don't know that. I know you're going to try. I know you're going to put as much money as you have into the situation, but
And I have.
money
I hired
doesn't
an
buy you.
engineer.
Yeah, money's not going to buy you all the wins. Sometimes it's fortitude. It's working hard.
I don't think so. Your son's going to be very disappointed when my son's boat blows him out of the water. And I paid good money for it, Charles. And I'm not ashamed to say that we like winning here, the Sullivans. We're not afraid to go throw good money after good money. So
The Liescos don't mind putting a little bit of hard work.
hard work, you say? Well,
Some old world craftsmanship.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know something about that?
Do I know something? Do I know something about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My family built the Mayflower.
Really?
That's right.
And then they asked me if I knew what a dovetail joint was. Well, of course I did.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
So I explained that.
Okay.
You know.
Right. Yeah.
And
sure.
And then they said, "Well, what's your greatest weakness?" And I said, "I work too hard. I'm definitely not a lazy boy."
That's awesome. That's awesome.
They're going to call me back next week. I got a meeting with the store manager, the regional vice president.
You're going to regionals.
Yeah.
All right. So you know what that means. You're ready for regionals. You know that means, you're going up. You're up there. You're going up to see Dino Trapani. Right? I mean, regionals. When you get to regionals at Lazy Boy, it's time to go talk to Dino.
I just feel like I'm still, a guy working in the warehouse.
Billy, you're not just some guy working in the warehouse. You know the Johnson rod. You know the dovetail joint. I mean, when you came in last week with that swivel rocker from 2005, and the bolt came out, the umbrage bolt.
Umbrage bolt
falls out. This poor lady, she comes in with the bolt in her hand. She's like
freaking out.
She rides that Lazy Boy all day. She's riding that Lazy Boy. I mean, she's riding it for the evening news to all the way through, Down Abbey, all the way through TBS and back into the 10 o'clock news, and then on into Colbert. She's riding that bad boy, and when that bolt pops out, this is big news to her, right?
Oh yeah.
And where are you? You're like, pull one right out. Don't forget that story, Billy. Hey man. Don't forget that. You tell that to Dino Trapani when you get up there. Listen, the guys are going to miss you when you go big time, okay? When you kick ass at regionals.
I'm going to miss you too. Hey.
Shut up. Just don't forget us when you get up there. Get out of here.
God. You remember drinking beers in the warehouse after the shift?
Shut up. Don't pull our cover, man. Man.
Burning a mattress every now and again.
I mean, I loved it when, remember that night, me and you and Eddie put away that case of Ice House in the bag of the Lazy Boy?
God.
Oh, man, those are some good times.
Al, I want you to come with me, Al. I can't do this. Come on, Al.
I can't.
I want you to come.
I'm not meant for the show, okay? I'm not meant for the show. You can dance in the showroom, Billy. We've said it before, and I'll say it again. You look good. You are ready for the show. Me, I'm a warehouse guy.
I was too, and then I learned how to read a spreadsheet. That's all. No. That's it.
I gotta be honest, me and Eddie, when we saw you come in, I'll never forget the day I saw you walk in. I'm like, this guy's going to the show. This guy's gonna walk to the front of that showroom, and he's gonna sell Lazy Boys like nobody's business. And I knew it about you then, Billy, and I know you're going to regionals, and then you're going to the finals. You're going to Lazy Boy National Finals. You may be going to Denver, for all I know. Okay.
Damn it, Al. You mean that?
I mean it. I mean, you've got the talent. You know the parts. You know the equipment. You know the models. And better than that, you know people. You know how to talk to a boomer. And let me tell you, nobody's buying Lazy Boys like the boomers right now. And your ability to connect with them is such an asset. Don't you forget that, okay?
Talk about boomer stuff,
Yeah, man.
Early bird special at Denny's.
Heck yeah. Sure, you throw out the Wonder Years. How much you love this show, the Wonder Years, you know?
Winnie? Everybody remembers Winnie.
Winnie, you throw that out. You kind of say, "Oh, I remember where I was when they walked on the moon." You know, stuff like that. They love that.
And then
oh man, Kennedy got.
You look concerned.
I am.
I don't want you to be concerned. I want you to, go ahead and spit it on out. This is a friendly place. Your technique is a little off. Is so.
I'm kind of worried about my technique. I just I made somebody very sick yesterday.
Philip, that's going to happen in this industry. We're rolling these burritos fast and furious. We need to get them out. If you make a couple of people sick, that's the cost of doing business, Phil.
I didn't clean up good, Tony. I didn't clean up the way I should have. I was in a rush. I was checking my phone in the restroom, and I heard a bell. I ran out. I didn't clean up enough.
You were checking out on the stool? Okay, that's Phil. Hey,
I know. That's a 10-point infraction.
That's a 10-pointer.
That's a 10-point. That's a 10-point.
If you got a little piddle on there, that's something we can deal with.
That's a 10-point Burrito Barney's 10-point infraction, and I know what that means. I know what Burrito Barney's, where quality is king. A 10-point infraction. 10-point infraction. I know what that means. That means I got to work extra time. I got to clean up a little bit afterwards. Yeah. But that's not. I saw this kid. I folded up that burrito, and I knew it was bad news. And before he left, he grabbed his stomach and he said, "Daddy,
you work that fast? You work that fast?"
Yeah, I worked that fast. I mean, I came out, the bell rang. I came out, I folded the kid up. He wanted a bean and cheese burrito. I got it folded up, gave it to him. The kid was there, and I was watching him from behind the counter. I'm like, oh, God, look what I did. Look what I did. And sure enough, the kid grabbed his stomach. He's like, Daddy, I don't feel good, Daddy. And then he spewed all over the glass door on the way out. It was disgusting. And I'm so ashamed of myself, because if I had been focused on my commitment at Burrito Bernie's and bringing that passion, bringing the energy, Bernie, that you have when you started this place, maybe that little boy's stomach wouldn't be all torn up. God, I feel like an idiot.
Phil, I don't know whether to yell at you or hug you right now.
Go ahead and yell at me. I need it. I need a slap in the face. I need to get better at this. If I'm
not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, Phil.
Bernie.
I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna hug you.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna embrace you, because you have made a mistake, but you have recognized your mistake.
Oh, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve it.
You deserve it. You deserve it. Do you remember when you came in here the first time?
Sure, never forget it.
You were scared. You didn't know what a burrito was.
No, I did not.
You looking around,
the East Coast.
All scared, sweat coming down your forehead.
I know what a cheesesteak is. I know cheesesteaks.
You know your cheesesteak.
I don't know what a burrito is.
You know what I told you? I said, you know what a burrito is? It's just a cheesesteak all rolled up.
All rolled up. I'll never forget that. You said that to me. Those were the first words. I was like, I don't know what this is. And you're like, cheesesteak all rolled up.
Yeah. And then your eyes were big. And then they just came back down.
Cut it out, man. You're gonna make me cry again, man. I'll never forget. First time I saw a rolled up Bernie burrito, cheesesteak burrito. I mean, the Philly special.
It's the Philly special.
Pointed. It's fantastic, that thing. And that's what the little boy had. Little boy barfed up a Philly special, Bernie burrito, Philly special.
Hey Phil, why don't you take a second, take a breath, count to 5.
Okay.
Then I want you to look out that window right there.
This one right
Look out the kitchen window.
Yeah.
Look out into the. Who's that boy out there? Who's that little boy out there?
His name was Tommy. His name was Tommy. He yacked all over that door.
Marty, son, come out of your room. I want you to turn off your online video games, and I want you to come out here and talk to me for a minute. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, boy.
Hey, Dad.
Look, I want to tell you, sorry I yelled at you earlier. As you know, I'm very competitive, and I just don't like to lose, okay? But it wasn't your fault.
I know. It was being streamed, though, Dad. Everybody saw.
I know. God. Yeah.
I've already set up a GoFundMe, actually.
What?
I've already set up a GoFundMe. Everybody saw you break my controller. And I've already set up a GoFundMe.
Damn it. Marty, that's... I understand you're hurt, but the optics of that is... It's unacceptable for a Sullivan. Son, I own a yacht. If you want a new controller, you just ask me and I'll get it. Yes, I smashed some things around your room. I'm sorry. I mean, partially, I think it has to do with that. The fact you spent a lot of time with your Zoom games or whatever you call them.
You mean being a professional League of Legends player?
Yeah, whatever. Your Zoom games.
Ranked worldwide. Ranked, Dad. I made $627,000 last year off sponsorships.
Okay.
Okay. I have my own brand of body wipes, gamer wipes.
And
I don't
proud of
shower.
You zooming or whatever it is.
I'm committed to my craft. You don't even. I tried to explain to you, Dad. This is a job for me. This is my income, Dad. This isn't Pong. This isn't when you used to get high with your college bros and play Pong.
Okay. I probably shouldn't have shared those stories with you. I thought it would make me seem more human and relatable. That was one of the few times I opened up to you, and you threw it back in my face just now.
Well,
I understand.
You seem like a real noob, who doesn't take gaming seriously.
Oh, depends on the game, son. Life is a game. You understand me?
Oh, God.
Okay? Regatta, that's a game.
Oh, geez. Here we go with your boat racing again,
that's a
Dad.
game. Wooden things you build and race, those are games, son.
You sound like a Viking. You sound like a Viking who's talking about building your wooden ships.
That's right. That's exactly right. The Sullivans come from Vikings. I'm pretty sure. It's like a 2% thing on the genealogy. Doesn't matter. We win. That's the point, son. And I took it out and I lashed out at you, and I'm sorry I don't take your business more seriously. It's just, when you're the head of an empire that builds things out of wood, lazy boy furniture, then it's hard to give credit to the Zoom meetings and stuff that you do. But I'm proud of you. And
I think I know what's going on here. You're worried about losing that race.
Again?
I don't know if you're the fastest man on the lake anymore, Dad. And I think you know it too. And I think you're buttering me up for a new boat.
Yeah, it's fast. Yeah, it's fast, boy.
It's fast, but it's not faster than the Grease Lightning.
Xavier's rig?
Yeah. Xavier's rig. Built it himself, sanded it all day long. There's love in that boat, Dad. Yours is just technology and greed.
I'm going to win, boy. And if I don't win, well, I've wagered the entire Lazy Boy Empire on it, so we better win.
Our family fortune?
Yes!
On a boat race?
Yes! I risked.
I couldn't hack it. I'm back.
What?
I'm back. I've been in Denver the last 2 weeks. It's nothing but 3 martini lunches, sales figures. I hate it. I hate it up there. What have you and the boys been up to?
Been up to the usual.
The usual? Drinking
Yeah.
ice house?
Drinking Ice House in the back and unpacking Lazy Boys. So you're done, huh? You think you're done up there in Denver?
I don't know.
Billy, you
Hey,
back?
hey, I'm back.
What are you doing?
Whoa. So you had a bad interview in Denver. So what? You just got the best education any man could get here in the warehouse at a Lazy Boy. You're 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing, without a speck of ability. And yet you just went up there to Denver and you interviewed with the best of the best to be in the big show.
I can't run with
Wherever
those
you go,
big dogs.
You don't gotta be ashamed of nothing.
Billy,
you
you're the best of
understand?
us.
You're the best of us.
The best of us, Billy.
So they had too many dinners for you. Thanks, Eddie. Now, if I were you, I'd be proud of what I learned, and I'd go right on back up there to Denver. And I would tell Dino Trapani that you're ready for the show. Let me tell you something, okay? Will you just listen to me for a minute?
I'll hear you.
I was at the show. I
You
used
were?
to be in the showroom.
You at the corporate office?
Yeah. But I was in the show too for too long.
What?
Yeah. I was in the showroom right there on San Mateo and Osuna. I was selling Lazy Boys like crazy in the 90s. I was selling the swivels, the rockers, the electronic lifts. But then I thought I wasn't getting the promotion. I thought I wasn't getting my due. I thought it was being mistreated.
Yeah.
I blew
Yeah.
it. I came in there and I told off the boss and they canned me. They sent me right on back here to the warehouse.
You threw it all away?
Yeah, I'm back here in the warehouse now like a sucker, like a chump drinking Ice House.
Oh my God, I'm doing the same thing you did.
Don't do it, Billy. Get back up there to Denver and tell Dino to do this. You belong in the show. Look at your face. Look at that creamy face of yours. It's beautiful. It's what boomers crave.
They trust me. I've got gray hairs in my beard.
Look at that. Those beautiful silver locks.
I drop lots of Golden Girls references and early Seinfeld.
Your knowledge of Columbo and the late 70s ABC mysteries is beyond anything we can do. You know who Jack Benny is.
I do know who
God's
Jack
sake.
Benny is.
Yes.
I make Johnny Carson jokes and
Get back up there. Get back up there and do it fast, okay?
I'm not gonna make the same mistake you did.
Make us proud, Billy.
I'm gonna make you guys proud. I'm gonna go to Denver. I'm doing.
Ding dong. Hi.
Oh, hey.
Hi. I was in here the other day with my son, and he got very ill.
Oh, yeah, yes. We had to clean up his vomit. And
Yeah.
no, it's no worry, no charge. Just all part of owning a restaurant.
Thanks. I want to say though, I didn't get sick,
Mm-hmm.
and I thoroughly enjoyed what I ate, and I felt like it was very exotic. My name is. Maybe you know who I am already. My name is Miranda Sullivan. I'm my husband Darren Sullivan. Maybe you've heard of him.
We're all aware.
You're aware of Darren
Yeah.
Sullivan, my husband, the Lazy Boy Magnet?
Yeah, here in the Lazy Boy Row, we're all familiar with him. in his work?
I have a proposition for you, Bernie, and I'm wondering if you'd be interested. There might be a little bit of extra cheese in it for you.
Cheese.
Whoever it was that put together that burrito that made my tummy sick, maybe you could have that person, I don't know, put together a similar burrito tomorrow night.
Are you proposing a how do I put this? A conspiracy of sorts?
I just think that my husband's good friend Charles is going to be in the race tomorrow night, and I think he'd like I wouldn't want him to go into the race without a full stomach.
Oh yes, you gotta have a good full stomach when you're on the regatta.
When you're on the race, you need a full stomach. So I'm thinking that if you can make a cheesy burrito for Charles, the same way that gentleman made a cheesy burrito for my Tommy, well, there could just be a bit of cheese in it for you too, Bernie. You do like cheese, don't you?
Mrs. Sullivan, I love cheese. I'd bathe in cheese if it were acceptable.
Where I come from, bathing in cheese is very acceptable. See, I come from Kenosha, Wisconsin. We do quite a bit of cheese bathing in Kenosha. Have you ever been to Kenosha, Wisconsin, Bernie?
Mrs. Sullivan, I have not. I've always wanted to take a trip.
Oh, there's a lot of cheese in Kenosha, Charles. No. I mean, Bernie. Sorry. I thought I got confused.
No, that's okay.
So tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, before the big race, Charles is going to come in here. He's going to ask for a Philly cheesesteak burrito, all right? I'd like it prepared the same way as the burrito that was prepared for my Tommy just the other night that made him so terribly, well, shall we say, ill. It'll be just the thing he needs before the big race. Absolutely. Are we on the same page?
Are we on the same page?
Charles, you seem a little under the weather, friend.
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's the matter? Cat got your stomach?
Nothing. Just had a Philly cheesesteak burrito. Just wanted to fuel up before the race.
Marty, come over here. Marty. His boat is shoddy. Blow, Marty. Blow. I believe in you, son.
I'm all ready.
Now, just a minute here, boys. Before the big regatta boat race, let's remember the rules, all right? Now, I want you boys to both blow as hard as you can into the sails of your boats, and whichever boat crosses the finish line first will be deemed the winner. Remember, you're not able to use hands. Only put your hands behind your back. The only thing you do is take deep breaths and blow. Deep breaths and blow. Deep breaths and blow.
Charles,
Marty?
by the way, my condolences. My understanding is that your son got a little ill as well, and you're going to have to blow on his behalf.
3,
Fine.
2, 1, blow!
It's mine. The world is mine. What? What's this? They told me he'd be disabled, incapacitated.
I want to play video games, Dad.
Miranda!
It's the pride of the seasons. What? Well, let me just pat you on the back, Charles, for such a great job. Whap! Whap! Oh, whap! Oh.
Thank you, folks, for
Thank you,
watching
everybody.
out there on internet. Oh, what was that? Who had the sail? Who had the sailboats? Who made those?
That
was
was
Bruce.
that was Bruce.
That was our man, Bruce.
Start
Let's
off by
take the
thanking
opportunity
our
to
buddy
thank you,
Bruce Wong.
Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce, as always. A little extra work this
Thank you,
week,
Bruce.
putting together the books. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks also. Thanks, Charles, very much for helping us out. And it was great, Charles, talking to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
And
Charles.
let's see. Do we have a little bit more stuff going on tomorrow, Steve?
Oh yeah. Tomorrow we got the show. So we got some short form and long form improv at the show. So if you like this, you like that. So like us on the box, or like read the thing that I just put up there.
Read
Hear
that.
what I put up there that I can't read properly.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much, everybody. Yeah, definitely. Please go to theboxabq.com. Make a donation to them. They're doing their best right now with online shows and stuff, and hopefully we all get vaccinated and back in person very soon. But until then, they would appreciate all your support, and we are grateful for them as well. Thanks so much again, Charles and Bruce, and everybody have a good night. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Good night.